Hey, what's going on, everyone? The Exiled Champion here, and welcome everyone to the next Locke. I talked about this in my playthrough of Skylanders Swap Force. I also talked about it in the last Locke that I did when I unfortunately lost. I said I was going to be doing a villain Locke, but I still have not decided how I want to do that. So, I got an idea from Skylander Gamer TV. He gave me a very good idea on what to do. And I've got a brand new Locke. And it's pretty simple. I've taken two Skylanders from each element that I really like, and two Skylanders from each element that I don't really like, and I threw them in a Locke. It's called the most and least favorite Locke. Now, just because a Skylander's on here in a favorite or least favorite slot doesn't mean they are my absolute favorite character in that element. Some of the characters are my favorites in those elements, and some of them are not. Like, for example, I chose Prism Break for Earth as one of my favorites. Prism Break is not one of my top favorites from Earth, but I picked him for some variety, just because. But then there's characters like Hex and Fright Rider, who I chose for my favorite slots, and those two are in my top 5. Hex is my all-time favorite Skylander, and Fright Rider is one of my favorites. He's definitely in the top 5. So, yeah, essentially what it is I've got these 4 characters. I also have a trap for each element, which I will go over later, but I'm gonna be playing through Skylanders Trap Team, and I've got 4 characters from each element. If you don't know what a Locke is, it's essentially where you play through the game, and whenever it says a Skylander of the blank element is stronger here, I have to switch to a Skylander of that element. And I'm not allowed to switch Skylanders until that element pops up, or another one pops up. And yeah, and if a Skylander dies at any point during the game, they're not allowed to be used for the rest of the playthrough. That's that. They're dead, can't use them again, that's it. And it definitely gives a lot of challenge to the game, and it makes it a lot more fun. I'm doing it on Nightmare, and I'm gonna go over each of the characters that I have. But first I'm gonna go over the traps. I have a trap of each element, and what I'm going to do for those is, when it says villains are stronger in this zone, I'm going to be putting on the trap that is the same element of the Skylander that I have on the portal. And yeah, and I get to use that villain until that zone is over. Just because, yeah, it just adds a fun little twist to it. I chose my favorite villain from each element. That one is sure. Those ones are my top favorites in that element. Which, yeah, so there's that. And the characters I chose for this Locke are in the life element. For the 2 favorite slots, I chose Stealth Elf and Zook. For the least favorite elements, I chose Zulu and Gorilla Drilla. And that is a perfect example of what I was saying earlier, how if a Skylander's in one of the slots, it doesn't mean I love or hate them. Zulu is a really cool Skylander. I just couldn't find someone else in the life element that I, like, don't love. Like, the Gorilla Drilla, I still also really like as a character. And, oh yeah, I gotta keep in mind this is a Locke. I'm not focused. yeah, it's even in the very first level, the enemies can still be lethal. Anyways, yeah. In tech, I chose, for the favorite slots, Drill Sergeant and Treadhead. In the least favorite slots, I chose Countdown and Jawbreaker. In the air element for favorites, I chose Lightning Rod and Thunderbolt. For the least favorites, I chose Whirlwind and Sonic Boom. For magic, in the favorites, we have Voodooed and Ningini. Least favorites, we've got Wrecking Ball and Spyro. I know, kill me. In fire, we've got Flameslinger and Sunburn. And then for least favorites, we've got Hot Dog and Hot Head. In undead, we've got Hex and Fright Rider, and then Cinder and Chop Chop. In earth, we've got Prism Break and Head Rush, and then Terrafin and Bash. And then in water, we have Whamshell and Punk Shock, and Gilgrunt and Lobstar. Those are the characters I chose. I've got them in rotation, so I don't choose who I'm going on to as next. It goes favorite, least favorite, favorite, least favorite. So, like, for example, Prism Break, Terrafin, Head Rush, Bash. That's how it's gonna go. And yeah, it's just gonna be fun. And before this Locke, because the other day I started leveling up some of the characters a little bit, because if there were in my favorites, all of them except for 2 of them are, I think they're all maxed out, I believe, besides 2 of them. And then there's some of the least favorites that are not maxed out, and one of them I actually have never played before the other day while preparing for this Locke. Countdown, I've never played before. Until the other day when I started leveling him up so he wouldn't get completely destroyed in the Locke. He's still not maxed out. A lot of the characters aren't maxed out. Most of them are, but some of them aren't. And yeah, some of them are not maxed out. And those characters are not maxed out because I really don't play them much. So I'm hoping that those characters that I still need to level up a bit can impress me. Because if they're in this Locke and they aren't completely maxed out, and they're in the least favorite slots, they're not someone that I've particularly loved playing. So it'll be cool. So I'm trying to speed through this level as much as possible because I always find Soda Springs pretty boring because I've done it so many times. So I just try to use Soda Springs as like the level for explaining things from now on. And I'm going to be skipping cutscenes and dialogue. So keep that in mind. I'm not even going to bother with that. So yeah, I don't really think there's any other rules that I have to go over. I think I covered it all. It's essentially we just play through the game, try not to die, and with a few other rules here and there. That's essentially all you need to know. So we're gonna get back into the hub world, and then this episode will already be over. This is probably my record actually for Soda Springs. This might be the fastest I've ever done it. So that was insanely quick. I kind of picked Stealth Elf for that reason. I know that was a lot of information to process really quick. I'm sorry, but that's just what I want the very first episode of these Locks to be. They have like barely any enemies in them. They're normally not that entertaining. Yeah. So that's gonna do it for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.